Welcome to the Real Life Moms podcast, where we put ourselves at the top of our to do list. I'm Lisa Foster, your host, and today we are going to listen to our own body so that we can trust ourselves. How many times have maybe you felt a certain way and then someone says something and you're like, oh, that must be right. I totally trust their opinion. But yet in yourself, you can feel like gut reaction, like, no, that's not sitting right. It's so funny how we'll poo poo our own feelings, our own thoughts, our own opinions, and just think that someone else is right. Why do we do that? But today, we're not going to do that. Today, we are going to learn how to really feel into our bodies and listen to how we're feeling, how we're thinking, and really trust that. And I know that is so hard. But someone once told me along my training as a cranial sacral therapist that the body doesn't lie. And it's so true. So when we're feeling into our bodies and it's telling us stuff, why would it make it up? Why would it give us a sensation if it wasn't true? So we're going to really be open-minded today. We are really going to trust the process because I know we've all had this experience before where it's like maybe we have an ache and pain, or maybe we've been feeling down or emotionally drained, and we go see a practitioner to help us and they don't find anything wrong with us. Does that really mean that there's nothing wrong? Or does that just mean that there's nothing wrong that they found that they can treat? I'm not saying that this practitioner or these doctors are incorrect. They aren't finding anything on their checklist. However, that doesn't discount how we feel. And at the end of the day, who is an expert on ourselves? We are. We have known ourselves since day one we were born. We have been with ourselves every day. We know when something doesn't feel right. And we also know when something does feel good. So we're going to trust that. Today, what we're going to do is a fun body scan. We are going to go head to toe, scanning our body and really listening to different areas and just being open to seeing what's really there and trusting what we feel. So, to start this body scan, what I want you to do is find a quiet place. And I know for moms, that might mean that we might need to come back to this podcast because everyone's running around and maybe you have your headphones while you're doing your chores or whatever it is, out for a walk. Probably not the time to do this. So, when you're ready, find a quiet space. You could be sitting or laying down, whatever is comfortable for you, but maybe a place that you'll have about 5 to 10 minutes without being interrupted. So now that you found your place, what I want you to do is we're just going to take a few breaths just to what we call ground ourselves. So I'm going to have you breathe in through your nose for a count of 3. I'm going to have you hold for a count of 3. And then I'm going to have you exhale for a count of 3. So let's take about 3 to 5 breaths just like that. Breathing in through your nose, hold, and exhale. We're going to do 3 more just like that on your own pace. These are just grounding breaths to get yourself calm and relaxed. Let's do one more time. Good. And now you can feel free to close your eyes or just lower your gaze, whatever feels comfortable for you. And what we're going to do, starting from our feet, we're going to start literally like we're little us, a little you walking up from your feet, up towards your knees, inside your body. And we're just going to scan. We're going to kind of keep our minds open. We're going to look around, see what's inside there. It's almost like if you know Mrs. Frizzle's School Bus, that kids may watch that cartoon where she takes her class on a journey inside the body. That's what we're doing. So we're going to go inside our body, starting from the feet, and we're going to slowly just start walking up. And I really just want you to feel the sensations as you walk up your legs. Notice, what colors do you see? Is it dark? Is it light? What are you noticing? Are things moving easily? And and there might be areas along the way that we're just going to take note of. Maybe stopping at different points. Is there anything that's lighting up for you that says, ooh, kind of need attention here? So as we make our way up to our knees, we're just looking for those points, noticing how it feels. Just kind of doing a nice quick scan and just seeing if anything catches our attention. Moving up through the thighs, now towards our hips, through our pelvis, into our gut, along our spine. Yeah, see, especially when you're in your gut, see kind of how that feels. I mean, our gut is our second brain, and sometimes that feels a little, tension in it, maybe some worrisome. You might have a sensation there that maybe you never noticed before. Coming into the chest, take a peek at our heart, our lungs. Our organs tend to hold all sorts of emotions. Just taking a peek into your throat, to your mouth, coming up to your head. What's your brain doing? Is your mind overthinking? What's going on there? And then I just want you to kind of walk yourself right back down, back towards your feet. Just noticing those points that are kind of calling you. And then when you get back down, you're going to ask yourself, where do I need attention today? Think about those areas that may have lit up for you as you just walked yourself up towards your head. And where do I need attention today? And we're going to just let our bodies take over in almost our subconscious mind. And when we do ask that question, whatever the first place that comes to you, we're not going to second guess it. Whatever that first place is that gets our attention, that's where we're going to go. So, where do I need attention today? We're going to go right to that place inside our body, wherever it is for you. And then I want you to pull up a chair. There's no judgment, no preconceived notions of what might be there. I'm just going to pull up a chair right next to that spot, that place that you just were drawn to for whatever reason. And in that spot, we're going to just take a few relaxing breaths. This time we're going to inhale for a count of 3 and exhale for a count of 6. Take about 3 breaths that way at your own pace. One more breath in, and then exhale it out. As we're just sitting in this chair, we're just going to look around and see what we notice. Maybe there's a certain color or a word that comes to mind. Kind of notice the sensations that you're feeling in this spot. I'm just going to sit here and just listen. Listen to yourself, listen to your body, and just notice what's there. Might be some memories or thoughts or feelings that arise. We're just going to watch them almost like they're on a movie. And we're just going to sit in our chair, just supporting that area and listening. Now we're just going to ask the area, is there anything that it wants us to know? Is there any message that it wants us to hear? And once again, it's okay if we don't hear anything, but it's the first thing that comes to your mind. You don't have to overthink. Just allowing our body to express itself. Now, is there anything that you would like to say to your body or to this spot? Is there anything you want it to know? And if so, feel free to share that to yourself or out loud, whatever feels comfortable for you. And now ask this area, is there anything that I'm holding that's actually not mine? So many times we want to be helpful and we don't even know it, but we hold things for other people. But when we hold things for other people, it doesn't really help them and it only hurts us. So we're just going to check in and see if there's anything that we're holding, maybe in this area, for someone else that's not even ours. And if you find that you're holding something for someone else, we're going to take a few breaths now. And as we exhale, we're going to let go of the thing we've been holding. So we're going to release anything we no longer need in that spot. So about 3 to 4 breaths doing that. Going to inhale and exhale, letting go over whatever it is we no longer need. Inhale and exhale, whatever is no longer serving us in this area. And one more time, inhale and exhale, cleaning that area out. Good. And now we're just going to ask this spot, is there anything it needs? Anything that we might want to give this spot? And that could be anything, a color, light, love, the feeling of your favorite animal snuggling up, a hug, whatever it is that you want to give yourself. And take a little time to do that now. Because whenever we get rid of something in our body, it's always nice to fill it with something new, something that we want, something that we need, instead of just leaving it empty. So when you've finished giving yourself whatever it is that you wanted to give, we're going to start walking back down to our feet. So wherever you're starting from, we're going to slowly walk down, still spreading whatever it is that we wanted to give our body, just spreading it throughout, whether it was that light or love or big hug, as we travel all the way down to our feet. And once we get down to our feet, we're just going to ground back down into the floor, wherever you are. If you're sitting or laying down, start to feel our feet on the floor or back in the surface. Just ground your body back down to the surface you're on. And now just take 3 breaths at your own pace, whatever feels good for you. And then when you're ready, start to open your eyes, start to move your limbs around as you come back to where you are in your room, feeling rested. So I love this meditation because our body really holds all of our stories, all of our thoughts, all of our feelings. And sometimes we just need to pause and connect with ourselves to really listen. A lot of times when we don't listen to our intuition, we kind of notice it more that we should have. Like how many times maybe you're driving and you say, I have a feeling that this way is just going to be really trafficy or backed up, or there's something weird that feels about me going this direction. And you see that turnoff that you just didn't take, but you know you should have. And what happens? You end up in traffic and you're like, I should have went that other way. And we realize it then. But there are usually signs within our body that are just giving us that gut feeling that we should trust ourselves. So today, I'm really hoping that you learn to have a tool now that you can come in when you're maybe struggling with something, have a really big question, maybe really trying to make a big decision, or maybe you just haven't been feeling well or have a certain ache or pain. Coming back into your body and sitting with it and really listening to yourself and trusting yourself to see how you are feeling, I think is so important. We get so busy in our daily lives, we're always running from one thing to another, that we don't take the time to sit and listen and trust ourselves. So I hope you can use this practice to do that for yourself whenever you need it. So listen and trust your intuition because once again, you know yourself better than anyone else. And if we should trust anyone, you should trust you. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope you use this practice. And until next week, keep carving out time for yourself, keep listening to yourself, and of course, keep putting yourself on top of your to do list.